Hi everyone, this is Brenda from Crooked River Homestead. Today I am going to the shipping container to gather some items. I usually have a list of things that I need to get from there. Sometimes it's food items, sometimes it's household items. But while I'm out here, I'm going to start organizing my pantry items and show you how they've been stored so far. And just trying to make my job easier. We did get a couple inches of snow yesterday, so it's actually not enough to shovel, and you can see Ellie enjoying the snow. She's hoping we're going for a walk, but that's not happening right now. So here we are. It's somewhat organized. So most of the tubs, I would say 95% of them are labeled. A lot of these are my dry goods, and they're just going to stay in these tubs. These will be items that I use last. And a lot of them, well, all of these have Mylar bags inside them, so I don't want to break those open. They will last for a longer period of time. But a lot of these tubs on this side, you can see I have been pulling some stuff out. A lot of these tubs do have glass jars at the bottom, so they're quite heavy. And I did pack like lighter household items on top. But I do want to get the glass jars on the shelves here so I can know what I have and also be able to just grab something that I need quickly. So kind of a mess down there. This definitely needs to be organized, but I need to start with my pantry items first. So I have managed to save most of my boxes that my canning jars came in over the past 3 years. And they really came in handy, especially when we were moving, especially things that I was going to be moving in my vehicle. Because like I said, a lot of these do have glass jars in the bottom, and they're kind of wrapped in paper so they didn't break because they were transported here in the shipping container. But I also have found that these baskets from the Dollar Tree are also quite handy for storing my jars and organizing them. They're a little bit smaller than the boxes, but you can still fit quite a bit of jars in here. So I'm going to try to use as many of these on my shelves as I can, because as you can see here, it makes it much easier to kind of pull a box forward and see what's back there. But I also want to label these shelves so I know what's back there without having to pull a box out and put it back in. So we're just going to do what we can today. The temperatures are definitely better, so that makes it a lot easier. When it's cold, I just have enough time to get what I came for or, bringing stuff back in here and that we don't have any place for or any use for in the camper. We just have to be really conservative with what we're storing in the camper because it gets cluttered pretty quickly. So my plan is to put like all my baking goods in one area, my dried fruits in one area, and my herbs in another area. And everything is kind of scattered right now, which, like I said, is not good. It's just wasteful as time-wise because I'm searching for stuff that I need or having to pull out a heavy tub and then lift it back on the shelves. I did not put these on the shelves. Tim loaded everything up because it was too heavy for me. So here's our first tub. You can see we've got some freezer bags in here, and I have some of my gluten-free pasta, and that's gonna stay in a tub for protection. And I'm gonna have to relabel my tubs with the new, with the new items in them. I just don't want, hopefully there's no mice that got in here or other rodents, but we that's not a given. So I'm just protecting my food, that's all. Oh, here's some oatmeal. Looking for some the other day. So just grabbing my 2-quart jars. We'll put those all together. What's this? This looks like flour. No, arrowroot flour. Okay. Okay, I guess that's it for the big stuff. Here I do have some, looks like potatoes. There's some potato shreds from Augustin Farms. Those are going to stay in here too, even though it is a tin can. But I don't want the cover to get chewed up by mice or whatever. Oh, here's another big jar, a couple more. More arrowroot flour. And more arrowroot. So, we got tons of arrowroot flour. We got more in here. So, part of the learning curve in my pantry stocking is learning how much of stuff that we use. And what was helpful for me in that regard is writing down on the bottle that I take out when I took it out of storage, and then I can monitor how long it takes to empty that certain bottle or jar or whatever. And then from there you can calculate, okay, I'm using one of this and it takes me 3 months to get through it. Then you know how much to stock if you're stocking for 6 months or a year. And also how long things last. Things with fats in them don't last as long. My dry goods are vacuum sealed in jars or in Mylar. So those will be able to be stored for a long time. So this is one that I was at the very bottom here under the shelves, and it's not labeled. So it looks like we have some clothes here. Okay, yeah, some of Tim's stuff. But we do have some food in here. Fabric. Oh, and some coffee. Coffee! We'll keep that out in the open. So yeah, we're gonna get all of this on the shelves. I appear to be out of boxes that I had my canning jars in. We have been rotating through the pantry, so I do have some empty jars in some of the boxes. So I just may have to go back to the Dollar Tree and get some more of these. It's just so much easier to have them in some kind of box. They're not like falling over. I could definitely put a piece of cardboard on top of this metal shelving. That would be good for the bottom layer, but again, if I want to double stack and the ones underneath are going to be wobbly, or the ones on top are going to be wobbly, so we're going to work it out. But did empty out at least a couple tubs today. If I was smart, I would have brought my labels with me, because I do have one tub down here that just has stuff that's going to stay in there. And so, but I still need to know what's in there in case I need those items. So I'll show you what we did. So I did manage, nothing is organized right now. It's out of the tub, and that's basically it. So like I said, I'm going to be putting all the baking stuff together, all the dried beans and lentils and rice and that kind of stuff, the grains, in one location. And I do have some dried fruit here mixed in with my calendula that I dried last summer, and I need to make some infused oils with some of these herbs to use in my body balms and such. But so it's a start. A little bit at a time. I would keep going here, but like I said, I'm out of boxes. I could definitely still unpack stuff and put it on the shelves for now, but we are heading out to run a couple errands, so maybe we won't get back. But it is a beautiful day, so if we have some time left over after our errands, we really should be working on our skirting. And also we have plans to cover the bump outs with insulation, and which is all going to help with our heating and snow removal. We've been fortunate we haven't had any snow that's needed to really be shoveled so far this month, so that's been helpful. I want to thank you for joining me today. Please like and share this video. Let me know if you're doing an inventory in your pantry or just organizing all together. It's got to be done. You got to know what you have, so you know what holes you have, and if you have too much of one thing, you're buying too much of it, or vice versa. We'll see you next time. Bye.